So the big question I'm going to answer in today's video is, does society actually care that you are paying skinny tax? Do they really care? In my last video, we talked about how you have to pay a huge chunk of skinny tax if you are on the bigger side of the spectrum. Basically, if you're considered fat by society, if you're fat, you would have to pay skinny tax. You have to pay this on airlines, you have to pay it on your shopping, you have to pay this in the society generally while you're dating, while you're meeting up with people. You just happen to pay more for seats, for bigger sizes of clothing, for extra material, things like that. You have to pay, right? I've covered that extensively in my last video, so I suggest you catch up with that because we'll be building up on that to talk about today's video's topic about if society actually cares if you're paying skinny tax. Now, let's think about it. There's a body positivity movement where people are like, oh, we're inclusive of people that on the bigger side. We understand that some people are going through health problems, which is understandable. And even if you're not going through health problems, we're also understanding that, oh, you know, you've not just have the best genetics, and some people are just lucky to be skinny. So we care about you. Despite that, you are having to pay more while shopping. You're having to pay for the premium subscription and dating apps. You're having to pay more when you travel for an extra seats, because if you think that you'll be inconveniencing the people sat next to you because you wouldn't fit into your seat, you need an extra seat, and so you have to pay more. You are constantly paying skinny tax, while on the other hand, society is saying we care about you, but money's been taken from your pockets because of your size or because of your weight. Doesn't sound like care to me. Think about it. You are encouraged and you are coddled for your size, and they say, oh, it's fine that you're this size and you're this weight and we accept you as you are, but we think you need fat dissolving injections. We think you need to fill other places with filler, places that the fats did not happen to cover. We think you need filler, under eye filler, because the fats happen to cover like big chunk of your cheeks, but it's left like a hollow in your eye, and so your bone structure is not looking quite balanced, so you need facial balancing, right? So, and it's the same society that says we really care about you and we are inclusive, right? I don't think the beauty standards in society cares about you being fat, or I don't think the society cares that you have to pay skinny tax, considering how much you have to pay for skinny tax. And we've talked about the other part of skinny tax that you can pay to evade the actual expensive skinny tax. You can catch up on my last video again to understand this better. And I certainly did not think that society cares about the fact that people are paying skinny tax. I certainly did not think that society cares about skinny tax when my friend had to pay for a reduction surgery. You know what I mean, right? So she had to pay for that surgery, and when I heard how much she had to pay, I was like, wow. Because as a medical professional, we have thought that every woman sort of has the same components, and whatever extra is there is actually fat, right? So when anyone's having a reduction surgery, it's actually more of a removal surgery, a fat removal surgery, right? So people are having these surgeries and paying this much, which is a massive amount of skinny tax to have to pay, right? Not just for aesthetics, this was actually affecting day-to-day activities as well, right? So I heard about this huge chunk of money she had to pay, but I was relieved when she got there, and the secretary then told her, because there was a very long waiting list, right? So the secretary told her, ma'am, I know you're waiting to get the surgery and it's important to you, but have you tried hitting the gym? Have you tried losing some weight? And she was offended a little, but she decided to give that a go, and she never had to go back to that doctor anymore. She never had to get that surgery. She kept her money because she was willing to pay the other type of skinny tax, which is way cheaper, getting up at 5 a.m, going to bars every day and losing that weight. Okay, she lost a lot, and that was the beginning of a fitness journey. So guess what? She tells me now that people treat her differently because she's skinny and she feels more confident and all of that. But she then started to question, why is it that, these corporations and all of that say we're inclusive for people on the bigger side and all of that, but they're happy to just take my money? This inclusivity sounds like an advert sometimes for these people, because I'm going to make more money from you staying a size that is not beneficial to your health. They're going to make more insurance premium. They're going to also be able to blame you in cases of a claim saying you're on the big side and things like that for whatever health condition you have. So who exactly is gaining from this inclusivity they've talked about? Do you think that it's beneficial for you, that's the case, or it's more beneficial for them because they seem to be making more money off the fact that you're spending more because of the size you are? I am glad that my friend chose to lose the weight rather than get the surgery, and it made me question how we approach these discussions, and I'll probably make a video about that, so definitely subscribe to my channel to see more. I think that'll probably be my next video, so you can catch me on Wednesday to watch that one. It made me question, why do we not tell people these things? Because it's been drummed into us that we need to be inclusive, we need to not fat shame people. And is it really fat shaming if we tell our friends things that will be beneficial for their health and will save them money? But again, I'll leave that for my next video, but just think about that, okay, in the meantime. So you can see this as me sort of offering a solution based on the outcome my friend has had and how fit she is now. Maybe losing the weight would be a good option, especially as summer's coming, but it doesn't always have to be superficial. I know I've made videos about losing weight before the summer and all of that, if you're into that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be about aesthetics and looks all the time, about your health, about paying way less skinny tax, okay? Paying skinny tax that sometimes doesn't even cost you money. It just costs you getting up and running on the roads, which are free to run on, running in the park, whatever is available to you, just getting up and doing something, okay, just being active. That would make such a huge difference for you. So yeah, I'm offering a solution. I certainly think I have an idea of what the government and society thinks when it comes to bigger people paying skinny tax, because the UK government earlier this year said they think that people being on the bigger side is making them stay off work for longer. It's causing sickness, it's causing absenteeism, it's affecting the economy, and they were even proposing giving people weight loss shots so people can get on the healthier side. So what they're thinking, don't you? They ideally prefer people to be a healthier size, a certain size. So why would you subject yourself to being at the mercy of society? Why would you subject yourself to be at the mercy of the government, at the mercy of these big corporations, when you know what they think, despite the inclusivity they preach? I'll leave you to ponder upon that. Have you had to pay lots of skinny tax of recent? Are you willing to pay more, or are you willing to pay the lesser type? Let me know what you're going to be doing to achieve either goal in the comment section, and I'll see you there.